Hello everyone, I'm your lovely host Pikachu and welcome to Sepia Tears, Midwinter's Reprise. So if you can't see how it's starting off, looks like she's crying. You see some little tears right here. And then I noticed this string, which I think in Japan or like maybe just in some other places, there's this line, the red string of fate, where you just bumping into one person may cause someone and bumping into another person. So like everyone's intertwined in a way or something. I don't know, it's been a while since I read one of those stories, but I want to see what it deals with this. I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm just taking a guess. You've heard of the mayfly, right? Thoughts. It's one of those odd winter days when the snow is falling but it isn't cold. Either late November or the beginning of December. Right around the time when the dollar stores start playing Christmas music and the couples go skating. One of those odd winter evenings, the same old 3 o'clock p.m. through the lens of the classroom window. I would describe the muted texture of the light through the glass, but it's become all too familiar. It'd be like raving about the miracle of flowers blooming in spring, the novelty's gone. Chairs screech against tiled floor and students chatter all around, but the sounds fall on me weightlessly. The mayfly, the bug that lives for only a day once, it grows its wings. It's a great metaphor, you must have seen it before. My mind wanders sometimes. It's like being stuck in a room with the TV set to local news, almost muted but not quiet. Or like reading a boring web page because you're too lazy to click away. Having a voice in your head that won't shut up, it used to bother me, but I can handle it now. Listen to music on the way home, play a video game before you go to bed, kill time in any way you can and won't be so loud. Ever wonder why they even bother? It's simple, really. You pick up your book, stand up, put on your gloves as you walk through the early winter chill. Get home, make a snack, relax, and let the process repeat itself. Life is the easiest thing in the world when you think about it, but sometimes memories resurface. The horrible red-brown that encroaches on my vision, creeping from a box locked safely away. Me, oh. It's cold. I hadn't noticed before, but it looks like it's snowing. Was I out for that long? I was walking home from school a moment ago, I'm sure. Or is this a dream? That makes sense, but then why am I wearing my school uniform and why is my wallet in my pocket? Well, that doesn't prove anything, but might as well roll with it. It's seriously pitch black here. I can make out the snowflakes just fine, but nothing seems to be lighting them. Better start moving before I freeze to death. That light, it's a car. A ghost. I'm just kidding, I don't know. Looks like a ghost. Everything white is white except for that. You've come. You. Thank you for coming to see me. It's lonely here, you know. Lonely, yeah, I can't deny that. It's a peaceful prison. Trapped in the darkness under this soft snowfall, but it's a prison. What's the matter? Aren't you glad to see me? She looks familiar, I'm sure of it. The memory teases me like a vivid, lucid dream, but I can't grab hold of it. It's been such a long time. I thought you would have been ecstatic. I open my mouth, but the words are lost. The more I search for the memory, the more her eyes bewitch me. The snowflakes land on the girl's hair, force the first words out of my mouth. Who are you? Do you really not remember me? What a shame, we had so much to catch up on. Her smile is confident, mysterious, somewhere between angelic and doll-like. There's nothing to worry about after all, we have all the time in the world. So then who are you? My name's Jack. Just kidding. That's a bad joke, and it's old. She looks me in the eye, my heart stops. I'm the person you wish you never met. Is that supposed to be really sad and depressing, or is she gonna like torture me now? She embraces me and my senses freeze until a color strikes my eye against the monochrome backdrop. Is she death? I'm just kidding. Hanging in the stillness, a red ribbon drifts from the side of her hair. And on the inside of that ribbon, something is written. But just as fantastic as that is the fact that the words are scrambled, blurred, even though my eyes are only inches from it. That ribbon, don't you remember it? It was your... Her voice fades away. She's like, it was your... I'm getting a glance at the ribbon again, but before I can move closer, my stomach flips upside down. Wah! Are we Waluigi now? The girl's warmth fades from my arms. I don't feel like screaming that. Is she disappearing? I'm... sorry? You're dead? I'm a ghost? Uh-oh, I was like, why doesn't he say anything? This world is... Knife pierces my heart as I realize something. Like a legit knife? It's not this world that's disappearing, it's me. So are you dead? I can't tell. Death to all who oppose me. Day 1 reunion. Is this like before this or after? Oni-chan! I'm just kidding. Me. Oni-chan, are you up? That sounds familiar. Mark, we're gonna be late. Isn't Mark Blair? I'm kidding. I don't feel like making sound effects. Not today. Are you even listening to me? Oh, she's cute. Yeah, I heard you. Geez, it wouldn't kill you to be a little more gentle. Gentle, but I'm your cute little sister. I'm automatically gentle. That's what they all say. That's legit what they all say. That's like saying I'm automatically dependable because I'm your older brother. Wait. See? If you're not the dependable sibling you're supposed to be, that gives me the legal right to find new and exciting ways to tease you. And who was it that wrote this law? More importantly, I have a history test this morning, so I'll leave you behind if I have to. Pouting, my diligently evil little sister runs down the stairs. Can't she find a more normal form of torture? Sigh. Actually, I could have actually legit made a sigh, but eh. It's bright out. Pleasantly bright. I could get lost just looking at that pale blue sky, although I fear the cold that accompanies it. See, this is why I hate winter. Nature has no mercy for the northern hemisphere. Actually, does that make a difference? Technically, every country has to be part of a hemisphere, so there must be warm regions in the northern hemisphere, and even so, the southern hemisphere would be. Mark, I've been working on my Hokuto Shinken, and I'm coming. Last time she tried this. Oh my gosh, did it with Chibi? That's cute. Oh. Looks like she tackled him. I shudder to think of it. I don't even think you have to think. I think something just happened. I'm pretty sure I know who my next practice subject will be if you make me fail my test. Isn't it usually practice partner, not practice subject? So that's my little sister, Rena. Since she started at my school, life has been hell. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. She's a nice girl and all. She takes care of me, makes me lunch, forces me to buy her stuff. See what I mean? I'm out of complaints already, and that threat certainly wasn't the first. Ouch. Stupid razor. That was supposed to show me how to use this thing. Anyway. Rena's a strange girl, to put it nicely. That's funny. Heath, like, gets cut, stops the story. Oh, goes back to it. She always rattles on about these crazy robot wars and melodramatic love stories that she watches, trying to find new and exciting ways to pull me into her world. So she watches anime, huh? That's what it sounds like. To me, at least. Haven't figured out why she calls me Oni-chan yet, though. Yeah, she watches anime. Is that ironic? Ironically unironic. Ironic because she thinks I'll think it's subtly ironically unironic. Does he know what Oni-chan means? I mean, it's not a bad word. It's just brother. I think it means big brother. Or just brother. I don't know. It's been a while since I studied my Japanese and learning stuff like that, so I can only conclude that it's part of some devious scheme that I have yet to catch wind of. The tip of the iceberg, so to speak, if the iceberg were a blood-related little sister. But as much as I'd like to criticize her, I can't complain. She still does better than me at school. Alright, I'm almost done. Oh, and she also does a better job of cooking and budgeting than me. And she never sleeps, and the only time she's late for class is when I hold her back. Now do you see why life with her is hell? Not really, I think you just said she's good at cooking. Good morning, did you sleep well? I slept perfectly fine until I was woken by a certain someone. How could you say that? How could you say that? You should be thankful to have a cute girl like me wake you up every morning. Well, you're my sister. That's kind of awkward. I don't want to think about... Well, I mean, you're cute, but you're my sister, so... You're not just a girl. You're not supposed to call yourself cute. Is that because we're blood related and you're... That's not why. I mean, it's a little vain, don't you think? And it's not very cute. True. What if I'm only doing it to unnerve you? Good point. Well, I do have to thank you for keeping me on my toes all the time. You're like my mother is what I want to say, but I imagine her twitching smile and my laugh flashes before my eyes. So, Ren, you have a test this morning? Yep, I did a quick review with my friends yesterday, so you don't need to worry about it. I wasn't worried. Aw, is that your way of hiding your affection? Was that even remotely implied? I'm sure you'll pass the test, I just want to make sure you don't forget anything and end up failing for some stupid reason. Like the time I accidentally brought my Game Boy instead of my calculator. I wish. I don't know how you'd get away with it. Well, I'd actually want to bring my Game Boy instead of a calculator. Which I think I did, and I actually did play games. I didn't want to pay attention to class because I can use other things as a calculator. Yes. Like that time. I was only 12, it was an innocent mistake. Only 12. Regardless, you get what I'm saying? Just don't screw up. I know I won't. But aren't your exams coming up as well? Uh-oh. I was going to go over to Luca's house and study over the weekend. Or something like that. Even for you, that's not very a convincing lie. Psych. Or psychic, never mind. But I did make that up on the spot. It wouldn't kill you to have a bit of faith in me. If I said I'll study, I'll study. Really, you'll spend your whole Saturday afternoon doing math problems and rereading your social science notes? Tempted to say what notes, but that really isn't the problem here. Well, would you? Look at the time. Well, look at the time. Gotta go skedaddle. Bye. Not here. Don't change the subject. We're already late. Well then, we'll have to continue at lunch, right, Oni-chan? Smile so much more endearing before you get to know her. Made it. I leap past the front door as the clock strikes 8 o'clock, inhaling a lungful of December air. Why was she angry at first? Did she say something? Not bad, Mark, not bad at all. You were taking so long with your bag that I thought I'd really have to put the gloves on. Thought you were gonna leave me if I took too long. I was only kidding. Leave my only brother alone to walk to school on such a cold day. I couldn't. And yet you can practice your anime fighting techniques on me? Well, when you look at it that way... That's funny. But you know, mastery of the martial arts can be extremely important. I don't know if learning martial arts through anime is the best. Especially for watching Dragon Ball. It's so over the top, but most animes are. But that's why I love them. They're awesome. I wish I could actually use my chi and make energy and power stuff come out of me. That is so cool. That'd be so OP. What does that have to do with anything? It's important, really. Yeah, I know. Self-defense and all that. No, not just self-defense. It's an extra weapon in your arsenal. What? Okay, picture this. Oh my gosh. Imagine that you're fighting against an enemy who already knows your techniques. And why would I be doing that? Because the person challenged you because you kidnapped the princess. Use your imagination. Is this Mario now, or is this like Legend of Zelda? But what if the princess isn't a It was Mario. They pulled a Mario joke. And you'll just have to go look for her. Ouch. Nah, just leave. Because if she wasn't in the first castle and she said she was going to be in that castle, I'm not going to look for her. But then again, she got kidnapped, so. Anyway, let's say you end up in combat with someone who knows that you're good with long-range weapons like a crossbow. They already know your weakness. All they have to do is dash forward and fight at a closer range. The archer won't be able to react fast enough and the attacker will have the advantage. But what if you're using a mid-range weapon like a lance? A lance, that's easy. A well-trained warrior would be proficient with both bows and axes. And everyone knows that the axe beats the lance. That's it. True, but then couldn't you just learn magic and attack from a distance? Yeah, but what if your enemy knows that you're a magician? A skilled axe wielder would eliminate you with a single strike, no critical necessary, unless you dodge. Then you're good. Every magician needs an ace up his sleeve. And that ace is the martial arts. That's one option. Or just be super OP in general and you're the main character and you'll never die. You see, magicians draw their power internally, not externally. Magic, unlike sorcery, flows through a natural internal circuit before it can— oh my god, this is so long. It can be used in the form of a spell. The use of the circuits can drain much of an amateur's— you know what? I'm gonna let you guys read it. I don't want to read it if you want. Enough with the info dump. See? That's why I'm not reading it. Fine, I don't need you. She taps Twitter icon on her phone and runs away. Okay, I might have been a bit hard on her back there, but this isn't a bad outcome either. You think the streets would be a bit more busy in the morning, but no one ever passes by here. It's hard to get used to it if you're from the city, but I've lived in the suburbs my whole life, and I like the peace and quiet. It's nice, lets your mind wander. Let your mind wander to things you'd rather avoid. Mark! Huh? What was that? Ah, she was cute. Come back. That was too quick. I look around and momentarily spot a figure. But it disappears before my eyes. Strange, she looked familiar. Meh. Can't be that important. Lol. You see someone randomly appear, then you disappear. You're like, nah. Nah, not today, man. 2 weeks later, I would look back on the moment as the first in a series of very, very silly assumptions. Mark, you're actually early. Familiar voice welcomes me in from the cold. In front of me stands a young man that I've known since the beginning of high school and that I sometimes wish I didn't know. Maybe it's actually that girl. I'm just kidding. On time, it's more like it. We have barely 5 minutes until the bell. That's still an accomplishment coming from you. Oh, she's cute too. Other girls are really cute in this game. Oh, hey, did you bring your notes for the presentation? No. I'm just kidding. My other friend Lillian voices her question politely, unlike a certain little sister. Well, Ren was on the computer until midnight, and my laptop needed recharging, and... wow, he's really good at coming up with excuses. Of course they get everyone is. And your house was constructed without power outlets, of course. Fine, I'll print them out at lunch. And there goes the bell. I'll let it ring. Oh, I thought I was gonna keep going. I was gonna annoy people. That was my goal. Dang. Took the wind out of my sails. So, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually looking forward to a boring lecture if it means I can relax. The teacher voice drones on. And on. And I got it on. Or did it freeze? Oh. Because I clicked and just, I only know one way to escape, through the window. Jumping out the window might have long-term consequences though, so I'll be content while staring through it. Whenever I'm bored at school, I always like looking out at the weather and thinking about how I would rather be anywhere but here. Although fortune was treating me with nothing but a sadistic little sister and a pile of unfinished homework this morning, so maybe I'm better off in class after all. Mark! hearing things? Mark! It's probably the teacher talking to you. It's just like this morning. Is this someone's stupid idea of a prank? I'm sure it's some kid with nothing better to do with their time, but... Oh, she's cute! Come back! Stop disappearing! Sure, it's just some... wait. Alright, I know what I have to do. Pinpointing the source of the sound, I spin around and glare at my target. She's not getting away this time. Am I gonna kiss him? Or... Class stares at me. Lucas turns around. I sit back down. Awkwardly. Oh, it's one of those things that happened. Okay. Lunch, finally. No matter how many years pass, nothing beats the taste of cold meat and freedom. Or meat or tuna fish that smells like scat. And just, hate that. Lucas sighs audibly and I follow. I still don't get how Ren can sacrifice her lunch break to study for a test when she hardly ever studies at home. It's far from the strangest thing she's done. Point taken. So how was that game I lent you? Yes! What game is it? To be honest, I'm not really into those dating I like dating. Whoa. You didn't tell I like dating sims? I guess you just started watching this channel. Of course. I think my favorite dating sim so far is probably Hakuki. And Amnesia was really good too. They're not dating sims if they don't have statistics. Then again, does this one even have the statistics menu? Actually, maybe I should save first. Oh wait, that was a quick save? I don't want to do a quick save. Oh, I guess it's that if you mess up. No, I don't think there's statistics, so I guess this isn't a dating sim. Is it just a visual novel then? Whatever, doesn't matter, I'll check it out when I get time. Right now I'm busy with... about to say schoolwork, but that lie won't last a second. Stuff. Yeah, stuff. Mark, you know what this means, don't you? I really think I can see the sunlight glowing off the glasses. This means that you have yet to experience modern Japanese visual culture in all its glory. Can you please shut up now? Surely you found yourself taking a peek at Ren's DVD collection at some point in the past 16 years, haven't you ever felt disconnected with the path the story takes? I'll take that as a no. Actually, on this topic, I do prefer, like, if I watch an anime and I find out it was a visual novel later, I tend to prefer the visual novel because I'm like, I wish this girl ended up with this guy instead, or this guy ended up with this girl instead, which makes it so much better, but visual novels can be sort of difficult sometimes because there can be a lot of death or mind tricks, and that's not fun, but actually it is. It's fun to mess up a little, because it makes a completely different story, but then if you get really attached to the characters, it'd be very sad and depressing. Protagonists always have plot more in suspense stories, and the main heroine always wins in romances. Even aside from being dumbed down by the awkward transition between two inherently different mediums, haven't you ever felt like the story isn't working? Yes. Does it not feel like the main character is a brainless idiot and that you could do a much better job than him? Yes. But even though you still have, like, options in visual novels, there's only so much you can pick. And then even if you pick the answer or the thing you tell them to do, they might not do it and do something else and just, like, change their mind. And you're like, why did you do it? I mean, it still changes the answer, and, like, whoever you're romancing is gonna be completely different, but you tell them to fight, they don't really fight, and you're like, triggered. So, yeah. Haven't you ever felt like that, giving that idiotic protag a punch in the face and telling him to choose the shy, innocent library girl over the deceitful Chan Kara, who can't go on a date without thinking about her little brother? I feel like that's from personal experience, and I'm also kind of wondering if the game developer actually feels like about that. But he has good taste. Library girls are normally better than these people. Is it who I'm thinking of? This statement may contain a slight amount of bias. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if the developer actually put that. At any rate, there's only one solution to problems like this. You play the game. I sense an evil chuckle as he finishes, as if he wants to add, and soon you'll be just like me. Well, like I said, I'll give to it eventually. Lucas kicks his feet up. It really is a good game, though. Which he's probably right. I bet. But I'm playing a visual novel artist, so I can't play a visual novel within a visual novel. That's mind hacks, or can I? I'm kidding. The only negative thing about visual novels to me, which this is with like every single one I've played, it's really slow in the beginning. It only gets good until like you actually have a character for sure that you know who you're with, and depending on what game it is, or you make enough choices, it gets more exciting and you get further, like in the kind of like in the middle or quarter to the end, it's the best. But in the beginning, it's always slow. The school uniforms kind of resemble ours, don't you think? As much as I hate to admit it, he's right. Our school isn't famous for its elaborate uniforms that don't match its academic reputation. That isn't going to make me play it any faster. Then I'll bother you every day until you do. Do you dare underestimate my persistence? Dad. The bell signals the end of lunch and we head to class. And away from each other, thankfully. I did it. It took a few years, but I did it. I made it back, and I won't be long before I talk to him again. Clock ticks in the background. A girl gazes pensively out the window. Getting nervous just thinking about it. Nervous and a little excited. It's been so long. What I'll do if he's changed, the whole plan would be pointless. I have to stay calm and know what I'm doing, and I've thought it all through. Just stick to the script. But I'm nervous, so nervous. Is that someone else talking? I feel like it doesn't sound like the same person. I like sunsets, I really do. I could live without long walks on the beach, but sunsets, they're special. Cliché doesn't have to make things less special. Not that it matters much. Storybook romances stay in the storybooks. It's just nice to catch a glimpse of stories, sometimes be it the MP3 shuffle gods granting divinely selected background music or a perfect twilight after day of rain. Thanks again for the help. Don't worry about it, it's not like I have anything better to do. Slide down the windowsill, but my feet hesitate. Something about the red tint of the classroom and Lily's smile was discomforting. Discomforting and unkeenly familiar. Does the school library always get this much work? I can see why you asked for a hand. No, the library usually maintains itself with the help of teachers. We just have some extra things to take care of before the end of the term. Paperwork mostly. Sounds tough, all work and no pay. I think you mean no play. Wait, you're getting paid? No, but... well, there you go. You won this one. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I don't mind the extra work. We help out because we want to, right? Though it's nice to have an extra pair of hands from time to time. Right. Besides, you always end up owing me favors. This is just one of them. Anyway, shall we head home? Yeah, let's go. I got my bag and rushed to the door. It can be nice to stay back after school, can it? On the occasion the weather is nice today. I try to find something other than the weather to comment on, but... it's always cold in the winter, but it feels good when you're inside. It's like looking at a snow globe. Does that make sense? Now that you mention it, I don't think it does. It made sense in my head. Don't worry about it. I know what you mean. Do you? I think. What? It couldn't have been that important, right? I suppose. Lillian smiles wearily about something and walks up ahead, frizzy hair lit by the sun. We walked a little for the next few minutes, and I tried to nonchalantly wave goodbye. I think I'm actually gonna cut the video right here. It's to the point where I like to cut off. Doesn't look like I made any decisions today, but we're getting into the story, and It, I forgot what the prologue was that they said on Steam, but it was like, she's like this mysterious girl or something like that. That's all I remember, but, and she meets me. I don't remember all the details, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.